Today, we're diving into a popular post from the Reddit titled as TIFU by being too horny to notice something had gone horribly wrong. NSFW. This post received 59,136 upvotes. Posted by Carson Wells. The post reads as follows. Well, this didn't happen today. But it's a funny story that I couldn't share with Reddit at the time. Rewind back to me at 14 years old. Awkward, naive, constantly horny and still oblivious to the fact that websites dedicated to porn existed. As such, my attempts at finding stimulating material usually resulted in me typing boobs and butts in thongs into Google search and then immediately deleting my history. One night, to avoid watching TV with my dad, his wife and her 2 kids downstairs, I claimed that I had homework to do. Of course, this was a lie. I just wanted boobs and butts in thongs and some private time. So I fired up the old desktop, got Internet Explorer up and running, went straight to Google and started getting my freak on. Now this is where things went wrong. I got horny and forgot the layout of my house. You see, my bedroom was upstairs and I had no door. A sort of spiral staircase. Think straight edges though, led up to my open room, which was located almost directly above the living room, where, again, my dad, his wife, and her 2 kids were watching TV. The desktop was right next to the staircase, but I figured that the TV was loud enough to mask the sounds of my sins. I was right, but what I didn't account for was the big white wall, directly to my right, that the staircase adjoined. And how it was visible from living room. I also didn't register that the reading lamp on my nightstand, which was turned on and so very bright, was to my left and pointed directly at me. I eventually did notice, however, that the TV downstairs had gone quiet and that no one in the living room was talking. And that's when I turned to my right and looked at the wall and realized that I was casting a giant shadow puppet of me masturbating across its entire length. A perfect, shadow projection of my penis and hands stretched across its surface. And I had no idea how long ago the people downstairs had noticed it. So I did what anyone would do in that situation. I put my dick away, as did my shadow puppet, pulled up my pants, walked into my bathroom and sat there until I heard the TV come back on. Then I went to bed without saying a word and left early for school the next day. No one ever brought it up. And I'm thankful. But I know what they saw. And I'm still cringing. TLDR. Got horny. Got stupid. Projected a masturbating shadow monster for my whole family to see. Still embarrassed. Edit. Well shit. Glad y'all are enjoying this funny little moment. 14-year-old me would be mortified. Edit. Holy fuck LMAO. I'm proud and ashamed of how much y'all liked this. A comment from user death_to_all_people says. So I did what anyone would do in that situation. Wanked to completion? Oh, apparently not. This comment received 4432 upvotes. A reply from user fingerpistol Pete says. So I did what anyone would do in that situation. Jump head first out the window. This reply received 154 upvotes. A reply from the original author Carson Wells says. Shoulda left the country in hindsight. I had a passport. This reply received 6 upvotes. A comment from user Sugarai says. Why would they turn off the TV though? Also, how could they stop and not laugh OMG? This comment received 299 upvotes. A comment from user Preferred Selection says. I feel like the TIFU is more on your family for not giving a 14-year-old a bedroom door. People need doors. This comment received 9695 upvotes. A comment from user Graceful Gooch says. I just wanted boobs and butts in thongs at 23. I still just want boobs and butts in thongs. This comment received 2466 upvotes. A comment from user Haruman says. On the bright side, the shadow puppet made your family think you have a giant dick. They didn't bring it up because they didn't want to be compared. Power move. This comment received 920 upvotes. A comment from user Deleted User says. Why the hell was there no door? This comment received 259 upvotes. A comment from user The Laughing Melon says, a new monster to scare the kids with. Don't let the moss scut-baiting man catch you. This comment received 83 upvotes. A comment from user Flowers and Friendship said, TFW, your house is haunted by a masturbating shadow monster. This comment received 166 upvotes. A comment from user Jackubal says, this was so funny. I cringed with you. This comment received 539 upvotes. A reply from the original author Carson Wells says, I'm glad my pain could bring you momentary happiness. Thank God hindsight can be funny, as well as illuminating. This reply received 291 upvotes. A comment from user Needs More Dragons Bro says, thank you for this. God damn, I needed a laugh. Edit. Of all the things I've ever said on Reddit, I did not think this would be my top-rated comment ever. This comment received 3709 upvotes. A reply from the original author Carson Wells says, lol, I'm glad. It's been 13 years and I'm starting to recover. This reply received 1648 upvotes. A comment from user KD Trey51 says, I'm sitting in office right opposite a white wall. All I can imagine is a huge masturbating shadow monster. This comment received 108 upvotes. A comment from user Mr. Tommy Pickles says, consider that the shadows you casted to your family are a shadow play as described by Plato. Your family, like Socrates, are viewing the shadows from the position of a prisoner confined to the representations of the shadows, which don't describe reality at all. They are prisoners, predisposed to view your shadows how they saw them. If ever they saw the shadows in their true form, they would prefer the confines of their prison. Thus, you have done your family a great justice. This comment received 81 upvotes. A comment from user Dauber1965 says, Shadow Fapping Show. This comment received 84 upvotes. A comment from user Arol_attack says, I hope your family knew this was not part of your homework. This comment received 55 upvotes.